Welcome back to the program. It is still People's Voice on VOP TV. The chairman of the Independent National Electoral Commission, Inec, Professor Josh Amukuton, has vowed to reduce pre-election litigations in Nigeria electoral process. Amukuton emphasized that adherence to party constitutions and the Electoral Act would significantly cut down the number of court cases preceding election. Okay, Amukuton described the large number of pre-election cases as litigation by other means and pledged to prioritize electoral integrity. He called on the National Assembly to strengthen Nigerians' electoral laws, stressing that credible elections depend on robust legal structures and internal party democracy. Amukuton emphasized the need for strict adherence to legal frameworks, starting with political parties to reduce pre-election litigations and ensure that elections are won at the polling unit, not in courtrooms. He also planned to conduct a comprehensive audit of the 2023 general election to identify challenges faced by the electoral body and develop practical solutions. All right, we're now being joined by Comrade Eragbe Anslem, member of Labour Party, Interim National Working Committee, and immediate past National Youth Leader of Labour Party. Hello, Comrade. Good afternoon. Comrade, please unmute your mic. Good afternoon to you.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Loud and clear. Good afternoon, Comrade.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Comrade Eragbe Anslem, member Labour Party, Interim National Working Committee, and the immediate past National Youth Leader of Labour Party in Nigeria, 2019 to 2024.
You're welcome on board, Comrade. How is Abuja today?
Oh, bless the Lord. It's raining in my own part of Abuja in the FCT.
Oh, really? Comrade, you can say that again because it's still raining here in Lagos. So it's been a rainy day as well here. All right, you're welcome on board. And also joining us, we have Engineer Nwaile Nwawa, the current Deputy National Secretary of the Labour Party, former Secretary Labour Party National Transition Committee. Good afternoon, Engineer. Engineer, please unmute your mic.
Thank you, my brother. Welcome, viewers.
All right, you're welcome on board. All right, let me start with you, Engineer. You heard what the Inec chairman, said as regards to him stopping the pre-election litigations, and he gave different submissions and different situations as regards to every angles that he's willing to, tackle ever since he resumed office. Okay, and reducing pre-election litigation. How does Amukuton plan to balance this particular need to reduce pre-election litigations and with the need to ensure that genuine grievances are heard and addressed? What do you think is coming to do that will be different from his predecessors?
Well, we have had this type of story before. The former INEC chairman promised us that our votes will count, but the rest is now history during 2023 general election. This is not the first time, but we are waiting to see what he intends to do, how he's going to do it. It's not enough to say, I'll do this, I'll do that. They say talk is cheap. But if he can achieve that, that would be very, very wonderful. But let's see what he's going to do. We have crossed our arms to watch him, to see how he's going to be non-partisan. We are going to see the level of influence of the ruling government on him, how he's going to handle political parties' problem, starting with the Labour Party. We are going to see the justice he's going to implement. We are going to see what he's going to do differently. We have had a case of INEC who come to the court, swear affidavits, take a different situation, different position up to Supreme Court, only to come back to do a different thing. So we are going to watch what he's going to do differently. So we have crossed our arms. We are going to watch him, whether he's going to be different or whether he's going to be the usual rhetorics. Like I said, this is not the first time we are hearing that. But we are not going to be carried away. And we are not doubting him either. But we are going to see what he's going to do in Labour Party. Let's see what he's going to do. INEC sworn an affidavit. They took a particular decision to say that somebody's tenure is over. You know what it means to swear an affidavit and challenge court decision contrary to your affidavits, only for you to turn back later to take position that is contrary to your own affidavits. Is it not shameful? Is it not disheartening? So let's see what he's going to do. We're all watching him. That's the much I can say now.
All right, engineer, you would agree with me that this is about integrity first of of Inec, yes, before we go into electoral integrity as regards to every other party and all of that. But first, for that of Inec, this statement you mentioned, I think it was treated 2 weeks ago, or was it last week? And also I had Comrade Anslem, Rugby Anslem on the show where we talked about the situation of the acting chairperson of Inec before Professor Amokweton resumed officially now. Till now, we don't know the reasons why it is taking Inec so much time for them not to upload Senator Nanadi, okay, in their portal, yet they still, left Abure's name there. Until now, they've not been able to address that situation. So is their own integrity not also questioned? Because it looks like sometimes INEC is just doing that, will I call it a selective reforms or a selective replies. Some expect INEC to do, what is right, or even listen to several issues that has been tabled before them. But decide to look away. So is INEC integrity not also questioned at peak? Is that something that this man is coming to do differently? Because I understand that everyone has said so much about him as regards to his pedigree and all of that, but someone raised a concern when he was to be screened at the National Assembly. We were told that he walked in with a friend who happens to be an executive arm of government in Kogi State, who happens to be the present governor of Kogi State, who is also a we're told allowing him takes some of the questions. It was looking like question waivers. So, talk about his integrity or that of that particular, commission. Should we still trust the integrity of that commission or not?
To prove us wrong this time around, but they have confirmed our doubts. We are not expecting much so that we don't get disappointed. We are not expecting anything different. It's so brazen, they abuse their integrity if they have any. But just like I said, let's see how he's going to do it. But I have a message for them. Those of them that rob Nigeria, that treat Nigerians the way they like, I have a message for them. When they plan all their gambit and plan everything they want to do, there is something they always omit. And what is that thing? Where God belongs to. I can tell you, God belongs to Nigerians. Check out our history. All the past leaders that try to rape Nigerians to do the way they like, what happens to them? That God will always intervene. We don't know how, but God will always intervene. It happened during the time of Babanga's transition program. But at the end of the day, God intervened. We have had cases like that. Let them continue doing what they're doing. We'll continue praying. We'll continue crying to our God for intervention. We don't know how it's going to happen. But we believe that the heart of the king is in the hands of God. That's one thing we are sure of. And God will definitely direct the heart of the king the way it will suit us. But as for integrity, we are not seeing anything. Let's see what he's going to do in the case of Labour Party. You sworn an affidavit that this is your position. You will come out and do a different thing. How do you explain it? Well, for the benefit of that, let's see what the new INEC chairman will do. But majority of Nigerians have their doubts, which you have also confirmed. So that's what I would say.
All right, thank you so much, engineer. Let's move to Comrade Ragbi Anslem. Hello, Comrade, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here, fellow Nigerians.
All right, so Comrade, talking about strengthening electoral laws, what specific areas of Nigerians' electoral law needs to be strengthened, and how can the National Assembly be encouraged to prioritize electoral reform?
But if you permit me, this might be the first opportunity I will have to also encourage the incumbent national chairman of the Independent Electoral Commission, Inec, Professor Joash Ojo Abupitan. We have heard him. We have read also some of the novel things he tends to, with respect to how he tends to clean up the mess in Inec. Certainly, Inec has no integrity as at this hour. So nobody should tell us about integrity right now because we are in doubt very much from all that we have seen. First and foremost, I want to bring to the attention of the new national chairman of Inec, Professor Abupitan, to take the case of the Labour Party in Nigeria as a test transaction. Test transaction because I want to let Prof know that one, there is a Supreme Court judgment upon the 4th of April 2025 that resolved all the three issues in dispute in favor of Senator Nenadi Esther Usman and Senator Dalitu Okocha as the appellants in that suit. In that suit, the Supreme Court dismissed the appeal, Julius Abure's counter appeal in suit number SCCV 56A 2025. That is one. That judgment dismissed the Federal High Court judgment granted on the 8th of October 2024 that recognized Julius Abure after the expiration of his tenure upon the 8th of June 2024. The same Supreme Court judgment dismissed the appeal court judgment of the 17th of January 2025 that further recognized Julius Abure as national chairman for want of a lack of jurisdiction. Now, the National Executive Council of the Labour Party, now talking about internal mechanism. Now, there are 9 statutory NEC members in the Labour Party when our tenure expired. You may wish to know who they are. The sitting governor of Abia State and his deputy, the president of the Nigeria Labour Congress and the general secretary of the NLC, and the chairperson women commission of the NSC, that's 5. The trade union congress president and their secretary general, that is 7, and their chairperson women commission, 8. Now the chairman BOT and the secretary of the party. So these are the statutory authority in the National Executive Council of the Labour Party, taking decision for the party until the next national convention. So this body met severally, twice now. First on the 4th of September 2024. Appointed Senator Nenadi Esther Usman as the national chairman and Secretary Dalitu Okocha again on the 18th of July 2025. So I'm saying this to Professor Joash Abupitan to say this is the position of the law in Nigeria. Only recently on the 15th of August 2025, the Federal High Court further upheld the INEC counter affidavit that confirmed that Julius Abure's tenure expired on the 8th of June 2024, and also that Abure violated the provisions of law, the provisions of the Labour Party Constitution, the provisions of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria 1999 as amended, and the Electoral Act 2022. For what? For the non-conduct of congresses and delegates election before a national convention. So these are the issues. So Abure purportedly just yet again another court order which he presented to INEC, upon which the then acting national chairman claimed to have invited Julius Abure. We have filed into the same court to ask for that court order, and the court told us there is no order. So I'm using this opportunity to once again probably tell the Prof for the first time to say, use the Labour Party crisis to tell the world how ready you are to fix electoral issues in Nigeria. If you're able to do this within the shortest possible time, now you can start rebuilding the lost confidence of INEC. Because like I said, INEC has no integrity. There's no integrity. Because if INEC has saw an affidavit and the court have asserted that this is the position of law, and Abure is yet parading himself in Nigeria, and nothing seems to be happening, then it's unfortunate. However, coming to the issues now, it is not right that we really have to get our electoral processes right. Prof was very right when he said the internal democracy of the party should be upheld to remove pre-election litigations. Now let me give you insight. Let me tell you what happened in Labour Party under Abure 2022-2023. We had primaries where candidates emerged from valid primaries monitored by INEC, only for Julius Abure to forge candidates, to forge withdrawal letters, putting candidate signatures in those letters, and forging court orders, and filing such before inside INEC portal. So what I'm telling the world today is to say, in INEC portal in Nigeria, there are forged court orders inside INEC portal, put there by Julius Abure to shortchange validly nominated and valid primaries, and INEC is aware of this. But like I say, I have my facts, I have my proof, evidence. So, and I can say it here also. For instance, the matter in Boeing, where Splendor Okoeze emerged as the governorship candidate. Abure wrote a withdrawal letter, forged signatures. This young man got court judgment, Federal High Court, Appeal Court judgment, Supreme Court judgment, and Abure claimed to have gotten a court order with which he substituted this candidate in INEC portal. We have those in evidence. We'll be coming to the INEC very soon also, so that the prof can be able to know these issues and be able to address them practically, and we can now tell Nigerians, yes, the matter in Labour Party is now dealt with, and the issue of integrity, or the issue of us believing, we cannot start believing whatever they say.
All right,
so this is what the prof has to do.
okay.
So we are waiting.